In one of the most highly anticipated preseason showings of the WNBA, the Indiana Fever turned heads and silenced doubters with a commanding performance filled with rhythm, hustle, and star power. As the crowd roared in anticipation, Kelsey Mitchell rallied her teammates before tip-off, reminding them of the moment. "This is the loudest crowd you're ever going to play in front of. I need everything you've got." The opening minutes set the tone. Caitlin Clark, the heralded rookie sensation, stepped into a deep and quickly contributed, feeding Ho for a strong post bucket. Indiana's small ball lineups, even without Boston, didn't skip a beat. The ball moved with intention. Clark drove, kicked, and helped create open threes for her teammates. The Brazilian team's physicality was noteworthy, but they couldn't keep pace with Indiana's movement and vision. The Fever's front court dominated the paint, while the back court consistently pushed the tempo. By the end of the half, the Fever had racked up 70 points, led by 13 from Clark and solid contributions from nearly every rotation player. In the third quarter, the Fever kept their foot on the gas. Boston's footwork and strength were on full display as she bodied her way to buckets. Cunningham knocked down another triple. The team was in rhythm, unselfish, and firing on all cylinders. A standout moment came when Clark defended tightly, threw a no-look dime to Hole in the corner. Splash. Another possession saw Howard trailing in transition, receiving a perfect get-ahead pass and drilling a three. It was a textbook example of how Indiana plays with pace, purpose, and precision. The Brazilian coach, Lau Figaro, could only watch as Indiana pulled away further. The Fever's cohesion was rare for a team so early in its rebuild. The spacing, flawless. The shot-making, sharp. The defense, gritty and team-focused. South Carolina commit McDowell entered late, showing flashes of why she's been tapped by Coach Dawn Staley as the next big thing, a poised big guard who can shoot. The Fever fans in Iowa greeted her with love, and a birthday shout-out to Staley added to the moment. By the fourth quarter, the game was all but decided. Mitchell continued her strong play, finishing with 12 points, including a deep three that capped off an 11-0 run. Clark's fingerprints were on nearly every play, whether through scoring, assisting, or spacing the floor. In a post-game interview, Dana, a veteran presence on the team, spoke about integrating with so many young players. "They want to learn, and they want to win. That makes it fun. It's about staying focused on the process," she said. "And Clark?" She looked the part. Calm, collected, impactful. She admitted post-game she didn't feel her usual burst, but said the process of learning the pro game is just beginning. "Having me off the ball sometimes. That's part of the plan," she mentioned, nodding to Coach Stephanie White's rotation strategy. This Indiana Fever team may be young, but the roster construction shows intention. They filled every gap from last season. They brought in Natasha Howard and Dwana Bonner for toughness. Cunningham adds versatility. Boston and Clark are the cornerstones of the franchise's future. By the final whistle, Indiana had reminded the WNBA why they're not just rebuilding. They're reloading. With 5 players hitting threes, balanced scoring, and defense that swarms like a playoff team, the Fever look ready to surprise people. As the broadcast reminded fans, the WNBA season kicks off May 16th with a doubleheader. Indiana Fever will host the Chicago Sky on May 17th, a game featuring 2 of the league's biggest rookies, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. If today's performance is any indication, Indiana fans are in for a wild and exciting ride.